Have you ever seen one of those videos that shows you DIY ideas that look easy to do but don't actually work? Yes? But do you really know who's behind this YouTube channel, or should I say these YouTube channels? What follows is an investigation into one of the biggest YouTube industries. After extensive research, I was able to reconstruct their empire and uncover their fortune. A company that alone generates billion views per month and has over 2 billion subscribers worldwide. The Soul Publishing. The beginning. The Soul Publishing began in 2015 in Limassol, Cyprus. The company evolved from a brand called AdMe, one of the first ad-focused informational websites in Russia that co-founders and former co-CEOs Pavel Radayev and Marat Mukhamatov created in 2004. And that was the same year that the Soul Publishing was founded. Originally, it was just to help categorize AdMe pages and information. But in 2015, with the rise of Google AdSense, Pavel Radayev saw a business opportunity and launched the Brightside page on Facebook in July 2015. This was followed by 5-minute crafts on YouTube in November 2016, which was an immediate success with millions of subscribers and views every month. But what is this YouTube channel that's still getting millions of views? It's a channel that sells itself as fun DIY projects, crafts, and experience the joy of doing it yourself. Simply put, it's tutorials for building things, but that's not their only YouTube channel. In 2017, Brightside arrived on YouTube with 44.5 million subscribers. This channel mainly makes videos about recent discoveries, space exploration, true stories, and psychology. 2017 also saw the arrival of Slick Slime Sam with 8.3 million subscribers and specializing, as he puts it, in the most bizarre DIYs. In 2018, 7-Second Riddles had 4 million subscribers, followed in 2019 by Avocado Couple with 11,123,000. With 12 million subscribers, Doodland with 6 million, Frankenfood with 1 million, Teen Z with 4.7 million, and Lala Life with 4.9 million. And it doesn't stop there. In 2020, Pear Couple is launched with 1 million subscribers, and many other channels are created. By 2021, there will be more than 1 billion subscribers across all channels, and these will be replicated on other platforms such as TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, and Pinterest. The Chinese market has also been hit with the arrival of 5-minute crafts and its colleagues on Xigua. So you're wondering how Pavel Radayev manages to make so many videos and channels in such a short space of time. How do they do it? You'd think they'd be robots making the videos, but no, they're actually humans. On their recruitment site, you can see that they have over 2,000 employees working at the Soul Publishing. That's equivalent to the staff of 40 Walmart stores. So, where do all these people work? Well, on the site, we can see that they have 5 work sites. 3 are video production studios, Limassol in Cyprus, Riga in Latvia, and Budapest in Hungary. We'll see the importance of the Limassol site later. And there are 2 offices, one in New York and the other in London. Here's how the 5-minute crafts assembly line actually works. Each channel has a dedicated team who develop the ideas. Once approved, there's a period of research, script writing, an initial quality assurance review, and then filming in their studios with their team of actors or animating the video. This is, of course, followed by editing, voiceovers, graphics, additional quality assurance checks, and finally uploading to the platforms. On average, it takes about 2 or 3 weeks' time to create each piece of content, and during that time, it is touched by more than a dozen people from all around the world. The majority of employees work remotely as they are video editing jobs, including researchers, animators, editors. Speaking of researchers, there are what they call Level 1 editors. Starting salary $300 a month. You have to find a subject, do the research, check the information, and write an article. All this for the ridiculous sum of $15 a script. If you want $1,200, you'll have to write 80 articles a month. So a lot of people will neglect to check the information. That's why we end up with tutorials on how to brush your teeth with glue. But the Soul Publishing promises bonuses depending on the popularity of the article, encouraging clickbait. And you'll never guess how much the bonuses will be. Here are some opinions from people who have worked at The Soul Publishing, and the truth hurts.
Max you can get as bonuses is about €20 per month.
This is just unbearable. I've been working for almost a year and they cheated me with my salary. A few days before the payout day, they sent me a new contract with salary 3 times lower than it had been in the first contract. I got paid 3 times lower.
Discrimination if you are not from Russia. Low salary. They fire people for no reason.
What? Yes, you read that right. People who aren't Russian are discriminated. But why? It's probably linked to the origin of the founder, Pavel Radayev, a nationalist Russian. His vision of the world has impregnated his company and led him to make videos with false information.
What are you doing?
I'm posting false information on the web.
Why?
It's fun.
In 2019, Lisa Kaplan wrote that videos that appeared on another YouTube channel run by The Soul, Smart Banana, are claiming that Ukraine was part of Russia, giving a heavily sanitized version of Stalin's reign, and suggesting that Nikita Khrushchev gave Alaska to the United States, which isn't true. Furthermore, she wrote that
The Soul Publishing funds itself with ad revenues from YouTube and Google worth tens of millions of dollars. And in 2018, it purchased a small suite of Facebook advertisements targeting U.S. citizens on political issues, and it made those purchases in rubles.
After the story blew up, a number of videos were removed by The Soul, which said it was reviewing its internal fact-checking process. Oh yes? Reviewing its internal fast-checking process? I don't think a mistake of this size can go unnoticed. Here you can see a lady who has decided to take a dip in the pool, but she prefers to tape a parasol to her back rather than put on sun cream and a hat like everyone else. It's videos like this that get billions of views, but then why do they work so well? As a DIY channel, which 5-Minute Craft purports to be, it's not particularly DIY. There's never a handy list of materials you need in order to complete the craft, no timing estimates, no step-by-step instructions. The videos are laden with the before and after pleasures of a good home reno show with bright colors, oddly emphatic acting, no one speaks, but they definitely emote, and easy solutions to the slightest of problems, all set to impossibly cheery music. Often they're extremely weird. The YouTube algorithm is cloaked in its own mystery, but YouTube channels like 5-Minute Crafts tend to succeed by leveraging keywords like crazy hack, prank, DIY. But teaching you how to do these crafts doesn't seem to be the point. The videos exist purely to make sure you can't look away. Put toothpaste on parchment, sprinkle baking soda on it, and it becomes a mint you can use to brush your teeth with. The business plan. Money. And now comes the part you've all been waiting for when it comes to money.
Here comes the money!
Here we go!
Ah, you're dreaming of YouTube money, aren't you? After all, who doesn't dream of it? Anyway, I've spent many hours going through all the Soul Publishing's YouTube channels, but I'm sure I've missed a lot. I've put together a spreadsheet showing the number of subscribers and views for each channel. The company's business plan is pretty simple to understand. Make as many videos as possible with the same content. Each time new YouTube channels are created, most of them will use extracts from other channels, but with a different title and a different thumbnail. Some people will tell me that this isn't a very big problem in the end. And yes, technically it isn't a big problem, and they're perfectly within their rights to do so if they add new content. After all, that's what TV has been doing for ages. But from an ethical point of view, it's one thing. If it was the story of 2 or 3 videos, I wouldn't say that. But this is a long way from that. We're not talking about 1 reuse, or 2, or 3, or 4, but 22 reuses, yes, and that's just for this one clip. So the first step is to create a bank of video clips that will be used in all their videos. Then you need to reach as many people as possible. And how do you do that? Simply by adopting the universal language of gestures. Everyone understands a smile or an angry face, and for content where there has to be dialogue, they'll simply create a channel for each country. This is the case for 123Go, which has a version in French, but also in Italian, Russian, Portuguese, Arabic, and many others, and each time they have millions of subscribers on all these channels. So the second step is to reach the widest possible audience. Finally, The third step is to go viral to get views. You can see that at the beginning, the videos were around 5 minutes long. This was when YouTube's algorithm took into account the number of clicks on the video. So there was massive use of clickbait thumbnails. But in 2020, when YouTube had enough monthly users, it changed its strategy and wanted to keep as many users as possible on the platform to maximize the economic return. Viewing time became the new metric for referencing. All of a sudden, the Soul Publishing videos were 10 minutes long or more. There are even videos lasting over 1 hour, or what they wouldn't do for YouTube referencing. And now it's time to reveal how much the Soul Publishing has generated since its creation. I've counted 97 YouTube channels, but there must be dozens more hidden away. The biggest channels include 5-Minute Crafts, with 80.2 million subscribers, and Brightside, with 44.5 million subscribers. I counted 32 YouTube's channels with more than 5 million subscribers. If we look at the number of views of the big channels, we have 26 billion for 5-Minute Crafts, then 10 billion for Brightside, and another 31 channels with more than 2 billion views. That's insane. To calculate how much a YouTube channel has earned from the start, I multiplied the number of channel views by an average CPM. CPM, for those who don't know, is the cost per 1,000 impressions, meaning the price an advertiser is willing to pay for 1,000 views. So, for example, if we take 5-Minute Crafts, the channel counts around 26 billion views. And with a CPM of $5, we arrive at the sum of $132 million. Insane. I chose a $5 CPM because it's the average CPM rate according to the Soul Publishing's video niche. But it's possible that this one is much higher. Because the majority of channels are indicated as located in the United States, the average CPM is $13. That would be more than $430 million for the 5-Minute Crafts chain alone. But I will take the $5 CPM to be as accurate as possible. So if we add all the subscribers, we arrive at the incredible number of 535 million subscribers for more than 214 billion views on the 97 channels. And that results with a $5 CPM in a turnover of more than $1 billion. With a CPM of $13, that would be a staggering $2.78 billion. Not to mention all other sources of income, including other platforms, partnerships, and sponsors. But now that the Soul Publishing has generated more than $1 billion, how can they make the most of it? How to keep the money? Because with such an amount, it's complicated to just make a PayPal transfer. The money must be declared, and taxes will be levied on it. To start with, YouTube takes a big chunk, so you won't receive 100% of the promised revenue. YouTube takes a lion's share of 45%, so that you get only $55 out of $100, for example. Here, with $1 billion, there's only $550 million left. That's the equivalent of the most expensive painting ever sold at auction, Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi, or 110 Ferrari LaFerrari. But you have to deduct tax from the $550 million, and that's where the Soul Publishing makes a big profit. Almost all their YouTube channels are listed as being geolocated in the USA, but if you look at their website, it says,
"Our HQ office is located in Limassol, Cyprus, and our leadership team is based here."
And current CEO of the Soul Publishing, Mamadov, says the reason for this move is
tap into a diverse talent pool across multiple global locations.
But the truth is that Cyprus is very interesting for tax deductions. Located in the Mediterranean Sea to the south of Turkey, this island boasts one of the most attractive tax regimes in the European Union, with a corporate tax rate of just 12.5%, significantly lower than many other European countries, which are over 40%. This saves them over $130 million in tax. It's crazy, but it goes even further. Cyprus offers a highly beneficial intellectual property IP regime. By locating your IP in Cyprus, you can capitalize on an 80% exemption on net profits generated from qualifying IP assets. And what does the Soul Publishing put forward on its site?
We can perfectly match your brand with our world-renowned IP.
How strange coincidence. I don't think so. At the end, more than $430 million remains. You can buy 1.3 billion toothpicks with that.
Wow.
And that's only for the 97 channels on YouTube that I found. Think of all the extra revenue from TikTok, Instagram, and brand partnerships. In clean revenue, all told, they've clearly generated over $1 billion, which is huge for just DIY tutorial channels.
Holy, look at all this damage.
It was the story of the company hidden behind all those YouTube channels with millions of subscribers. I spent a lot of time on this video and enjoyed making it. So, if you could like, comment, and subscribe, it will help me get feedback and increase the referencing of the video. Let me know if you want more videos like this one and the topics you're interested in. Have a good day and see you at the next video.